Ushta, greetings. The initiation into the Zoroastrian religion, good conscience, the religion of choice, the religion of choice. In Persian, it is Sadreh-pûshi, and in Gujarati, the language of the Indian Zoroastrians, it is Navjot. Age of the Aryan majority. Since the day humans considered and knit themselves into a well-formed society, they have evolved a process to admit the matured young as adult members. The ancient Aryans, ancestors of the people of the Iranian culture, considered 15 years as the age of attaining majority and consent for both the sexes. It was the right age when a boy had learned most of the trades of agriculture and animal husbandry from his father, and the girl had acquired most of the skills of homemaking and housekeeping from her mother. The two became fully qualified to take their respective responsibilities in the household and the folk, the tribe, or the whole society. The initiation ceremony was simple. The initiate had to receive a work band from an elder to gird the loins and make a solemn vow that once girded, one would serve the family and the folk. Prayers by an elder and blessings by the attendees made the ceremony more significant. The antiquity of the ceremony, later tradition says, goes back to Yimach Shaita, Middle Persian Jamshed, and modern Persian Jamshid. He is a legendary leader of the southward migration of the Aryans from the north to south during the Ice Age and post-Ice Age times, from 15,000 to 8,000 years ago. It may even be older. The phrase to gird or to girdle in almost all Indo-European languages means to prepare for action, to undertake a task, and to invest with authority. This proves its origin, and this proves the beginning of the initiation ceremony of girding oneself up. The original Zoroastrian form, Zarathustra came to found a monotheistic religion of good thoughts, good words, and good deeds, and to eradicate ignorance, superstition, and both spiritual and social ills. However, he did not interfere with the good daily life and the way of living of an industrious people. Rather, he purified and beautified it. His famous sermon on the freedom of choice and the eventual turning point in one's life through his prudent choice is further illustrated by his mentioning of certain major initiations. The day King Vishtaspa joined the great Zoroastrian fellowship, and the occasion on which Zarathushtra, again a great scholar and a minister, was granted the best bliss of righteousness, and his brother, who was a sage, Jamaspa, united with righteousness. He speaks of his cousin Medyoma, Zarathushtra's cousin, who was 15 years older than him. He also chose the good religion. So, and we see his other near relatives, they all choose the religion for themselves. Even his last song states that his best wish has been fulfilled because all those who chose the new order were initiated into the fellowship, and even his earliest opponents had learned the words of the good religion and acted accordingly. How the initiation was actually performed, his ever-guiding sublime songs, the Gathas, do not elaborate, because Zarathustra did not want us to be bound by something, bound by any tradition in such a way that when the tradition becomes outdated, we should not get out of date, and we'll see why. However, Haptang Haiti, the Avastan songs, chronologically next to the Gathas, his sublime songs, show the greatest event of decision was held in a fire enclosure, the earliest prototype of what later became a fire temple. And the ceremony was performed facing the fire altar. Another text, Fushusho Mantra, which means thought-provoking message of prosperity, also in the Gothic dialect, breaks into a prayer for the prosperity of the settled industrial people and their useful animals, and ends with the same stanza of achieving perfection and eternity through initiation, which is the ceremony of the choice of religion. The term Yah is translated as the event of decision or choice. It is mentioned so many times in the Gathas and other places. It shows the continuation of the ceremony even long after passing of Zarathustra and his companions, and we see we have it still.